Okay, well, since I've got you here, though, Lionel, let's talk about Illustrator for just a second. First of all, where can we go to learn more about the conference? Is there a website?
Yeah.
Where were you sending us?
www.21cnfc.com. cnfc.com.
www.21cnfc.com. cnfc.com. And
short for Children's Nonfiction.
We'll flash it on the video. Yeah. And so they can learn everything they need to about the conference, registration. They can register
the full
online.
program. You'll see the faculty. Registration is online. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get the word out on that. Now,
I accept for people here from Texas it's an expense, but I would say to you, if you're committed to making a career out of illustration, then you have to find a way of making that expense work. And it may be, if you're coming to New York, there are art colleges you might go to, you might visit,
museums and the cultural thing.
There might be publishers that you could talk to. If you pitch them in advance, tell them, and come to New York, can I come in and see you? Can I bring my portfolio in? So, if you're, and again, this is my philosophy, if this is the business part of children's nonfiction, you have to think beyond
the cliches of how you market your work.
You have to, for everything you do, you have to find a good reason for it. And obviously, coming to our conference is a big expense. I accept that. But I would say to you, what you need to do is to use it as a way of coming to the city and doing other things. We can provide you with, I think, very cheap accommodation, $75 a night in New York City, and you can come a day early and stay a day late. And go into the city and do other things. And I know, for example, some of our faculty are doing exactly that. They're coming from afar, and they've fixed up school visits. So some of them have got pre-arranged school visits, which pay them.
Yes.
Possibly covers the cost of coming to the conference.
That's a good point too.
You have to think. You have
to be like the Artful Dodger.
And as we say, to authors, illustrators, there were days when you could just illustrate, just write. Those days are, I'm afraid, long gone. You have to
mingle.
You have to mingle. You have to be business-minded. Authors, for example, I would argue, cannot just write. They have to be self-publicists. Publishers won't do that anymore for them. Right. They don't have the budget. Unless you're a prima donna author, award-winning Caldecott winner, you won't get any help from the publisher. That's not to blame the publisher, it's reality. They don't have the money. But you can do a lot yourself. You can set up your website, you can tweet, you can blog about your work, you can set up school visits. Everything's in your hands. It's for you to do, and that's what our conference is about, is teaching you those skills. As I say, I've survived 25 years in the industry from doing exactly that. I've learned as I go along, and it's, I never did this. As I said to you right at the beginning, I left university not knowing anything about publishing. It was never careers guidance at school, never mentioned publishing. It was, what would the careers guidance teacher know about publishing?
Right.
It was an alien world. They never heard of it.
Right.
They might know about journalism, but they certainly didn't know about book publishing.
Right.
So, I was thrown in the deep end.
And you built your business out of your personal one-on-one relationships with real people.
Absolutely.
It was not some sort of a track to follow or
There's
a program.
no agents. Another issue which often comes up, should I have an agent? My knee-jerk reaction is no, do it yourself, but that's being unfair to those people who perhaps don't have the confidence to go out on their own. They're perhaps, for their location where they're based, they're not close to publishers. They can't drop in and see their publisher every week. They're not comfortable dealing with contracts and finance. So for those people, they do need an agent, and that's the sensible way forward. But equally, you hear of publishers who say, "I will only buy from an agent." Now, my reaction to that is absolute rubbish. That's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. If they see a good illustrator, if they see a good text, they will take it. So, don't live under this misapprehension. I must have an agent.
There's signage telling you, no, don't go here, don't pay attention to that.
We're all here, again, the conference philosophy, we're all here to make a living, to survive. There's no set rules. Every rule is there to be broken.